But when you go into pediatrician's office in a state like Michigan or in a state like New York or California, and your doctor tells you you need to vaccinate your child, um, the CDC recommendation for 6 months and 9 months is to get 3 COVID vaccines. Why? Children, first of all, never really had huge side effects from the virus itself or big illnesses or things like that. But they are going to have them if we give them the vaccine. You have enough data to show you that myocarditis is a real threat to adolescent boys. We have data that shows that it accumulates in ovaries. So what is that going to be for the future of our generations to come?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that. There's a population crisis.
Yeah.
Population is in decline. All the numbers are coming out. It's not looking good. The kids that are being born, a lot of them are sick and unable to work and lead normal lives and contribute to society. And so where is this cognitive dissonance of people who understand that problem but don't understand that the mRNA vaccine is accelerating this problem in ways that you and I understand and a few other people understand, but it is too small of a group for any major change. And so this group right now that, is aware of all of the impacts of mRNA, including the population impact, this is the piece that I actually think we have the biggest opportunity is the economic damage that mRNA is having on this country and globally. The economic damage is catastrophic and it's multi-generational.
Mhm.
And we are going to start seeing it. And if you can't look at those economic numbers in the next 10 years and point back to, oh, it's because we poisoned women's ovaries, we poisoned young children so that they aren't able to serve in our military. I mean, this is a national security threat, but it is an economic threat as well. And so that I think is our biggest argument right now because all of those people in powers of position, all of those folks at Trump's inauguration, they understand what's going on with the economy, but they're not yet tying it to the damage the mRNA vaccine is doing to our population. That's the cognitive dissonance we need to get over right now.
Yeah, definitely. And they say cancers are on the rise, and food and, like I said, and the additives are causing cancers, but no one wants to talk about what has accelerated that, right? What has accelerated the cardiac disease, the neurologic disease. Ed Dowd is really good at pointing this, and I believe they're going to catch up to it soon enough. But in the meantime, what we have to do is just protect the children. Essentially, I feel that we have done our job to a certain extent. If you look at the booster uptake, it's very low, which is great. But this is now, war on children. And I worry about the blue states where the CDC vaccine schedule is still being closely followed. And I worry about the bird flu vaccine. I worry about Moderna getting this contract. They should never have gotten contract based on what they did with the COVID vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
It makes no sense. And like you said, there is capitalism and there is a lot of issues with all that. And I'm all for people doing well, but they cannot do well on the backs of American people. And this is where we need to start making people accountable. You need to, Mary Talley Bowden, myself, and two other physicians did create Americans for Health Freedom. You need to go to your representatives and ask them to sign the pledge. And the pledge is essentially to suspend the mRNA platform. It has to happen because I'm really not an alarmist. I'm one of those, out of our group of doctors, I'm probably the most calm one. But this is a huge attack on the future generations, on my kids, on your kids, on your child. Um, we
And
will not,
shedding is real. So even if you
yes,
don't get the vaccine, The shedding of these proteins impacts those around you. I mean, we've seen it impact women who are not vaccinated with the mRNA vaccine and they got sick.
Hmm.
They had menstrual irregularities. Just being in the vicinity, a very close vicinity with those who have had the vaccine, especially recently, and were in these large shedding events.
It's real, and we have enough articles out there that we've proven it. And now it's up to, I will give the torch to Dr. Jay Bhattacharya. He's a good guy. He's a good friend. But, I'm hoping he will restore sanity and honor to NIH, because all NIH and FDA have to do is say, you know what? Let's spend this for a little while. Let's do our own research. Let's see if all these physicians and scientists around the world are telling the truth. Is this really the fact? Is this harming? I'm hoping that there will be a restoration of honor.
Honor.
Honor. We need honor back.
We need honor back. Yeah, I was recently in Japan, and this is a country. It was one of the things I said. I was like, it was nice to be in a country where all of the citizens align with honor. And it also happens to be the country that has made statements against the mRNA vaccine public and have allowed their researchers to publish on it. And so y- uh, I know you went out to Geneva during the WHO protests,
Hmm.
and Japanese researchers have really been part of the front of this, right? There's I can't remember names off the top of my head, but I can think of three of them whose work that I keep coming back to. Honor, honor. This is about honor, and it's about why honor matters. We will have no civilization without honor. We will have no civilization without accountability. We will have no civilization if those who commit themselves to doing the right things are squashed, right, and silenced. And so to return honor back, we actually have to ban the mRNA platform for the time being. It is necessary for civilization.
You could not have said that more perfectly. That's it. It goes back to that primary feeling that life is sacred. And if you see that damage is being done, then you need to halt and you need to rethink what you're doing. And you need to think of consequences of what you're doing. But no one has done that. Everyone keeps on pushing for it. And we need to get back to recognizing that life is sacred and that honor matters.